Hello and welcome to Critical Questions, the antidote to lockdown boredom. I've trawled the internet for the best, worst, most interesting and ridiculous dumb questions I can find, and with any luck, my guests will be able to answer all of them. Oh, excuse me.
I should do a tweet, shouldn't I?
You should do a tweet, yes. And I should turn my phone off so it's not binging me. And today we have got with us Beth. Mr. Good-Tempered Badger.
Hello, I am very smiley and good today. Yeah.
Seraphim.
Hello.
Godless Scummer.
Oi, oi.
And not a great gamer.
Hi,
Right.
Mum.
I'm on the internet.
Even though you've been dead over 10 years.
There you go, Dave.
My hour
I've done
and 50 minutes of fame!
I have done a tweet for you. Would you review the tweet and see that it is to your satisfaction?
Did it to my satisfaction. Why do I feel
God,
I'm
I'm
going
scared.
to regret this? Yes.
His opinion doesn't count. What are you talking about?
If it doesn't piss off as many people as you pissed off in the last week, it's a little do.
I don't know if Dave's going to approve of it, but I'm going to retweet it.
Right. Hello, everybody in the chat. I didn't even know you had a dog.
Oh, now you know.
I know. All these secrets he keeps.
He does have squeaky dog toys he was playing with. I'm hoping he has a dog. I'm just saying.
We already know what he wants to do with them.
Or
I'll
or
just
he's very
add after you. Now neither of us are good. Somebody's got to break this cycle.
No.
Questions. Critical questions. Let's go.
I will just add that I do not have a secret dog.
Do you not?
No.
You have a secret mouse, snails, birds.
Sausage in a milk bottle. Same. Right, let's go.
Right. First question. Question 647. What is the most surprising thing that you cannot do?
I can't fly, goddammit.
You can't fly.
Surprising to everybody or just to us?
No, to everybody. Why would you not being able to fly be surprising?
Well, I can't fall and miss the ground.
But
Just
no one,
between
no,
everything and
but
fly.
nobody can. Therefore, it's not
That's not
surprising.
fine. I hold myself to a higher standard.
Arthur Dent can.
Arthur Dent's not real.
see? But you should strive to
That's
be
a
like
historical narrative, Dave. Don't ruin it for me.
If only he was.
I couldn't think of a better answer, so that's my answer right now.
Can you drive?
Unfortunately,
Can you ride a bike?
no.
That's a surprising thing.
I can't really swim.
Can't really swim.
I can swim just enough to get from one point to like 20 or 30 feet away to save my own life, but I can't. I was born with a deathly fear of water, and I'm just not into anything from here higher. I don't want to be in it, so I'm a horrible swimmer.
Jeff.
I'll say I can't drive a car.
No.
I always ride motorcycles.
Can you ride? You got license to full license for a motorcycle?
Yes.
Full license for a car?
I don't have a license for a car. No.
You didn't take the
How
test.
do you host?
Host?
I think that's cooler than having one for a car. I don't know.
Yeah, I think having just the bike.
I love motorcycles.
How do you deliver post?
By
your foot on feet.
walking with like letters in my hands and putting letters through the door.
But you don't have to turn up in a van with a cat.
I don't have to drive. I could be in a van. I don't have to be driving it.
Fair enough. Not a great gamer.
Yes.
What is the most surprising thing you cannot do?
Masturbate in Buckingham Palace.
How is that surprising? Nobody can. Well, only half a dozen people can.
Exactly. Not
Thank
many.
you. That's better.
I don't know. They've got plenty of living servants. You don't know what they get up to in their chambers, do you?
Yeah, they're
No, you don't.
wanking off into the food, probably.
Oh, this tastes so salty.
Well, what's good,
Extra protein.
what's good enough for McDonald's is good enough for the royal family, you know.
I need a new face
watching-
mask.
I've been watching
Jeff, I just realized what you said.
I've been watching this video series by a guy who's a former chef to the royal family. It's quite interesting. He talks exactly like you would expect him to.
Does he?
Yes.
By the way, it is actually the anniversary of the coronation today. So,
Is it?
yep.
Anyone give a flying fuck?
No,
I do.
I
God
don't-
save you, Your Majesty.
There you go. See.
I have a coworker who's obsessed with the royals, so I'll probably be hearing about it all day.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
Tell him you're welcome. Tell him you're welcome to him.
They're all yours.
I will let him know that.
Yeah.
No. If the Americans don't
girl.
have the royal family, we might get them back.
At the rate we're
Why,
go- at the rate
He
we're
would probably
going,
keep them.
at the rate
I'm
we're
of the
going, that
opinion-
might not be a bad thing.
I'm of the opinion that even though I'm not a monarchist, it might be an idea that that we take the colonies back because America is clearly not ready for independence yet.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, they are kind of
Yes.
fucking it
Give
up.
us our colonies back.
We very much failed. The British Empire very much failed in its civilizing mission there.
I've got my
They
trumpet
should
of war.
probably
We're ready.
about it. British Empire should probably have gone about that civilizing mission in a non-shit way.
Yes.
Yeah,
think that
probably.
would've
Yeah,
Yes,
that would, probably
true.
would have helped, Badger.
Badger.
Yes.
That's disturbingly good. What is the most surprising thing you cannot do?
Really is.
I cannot retake the colonies.
That's not surprising.
Oh shit.
Nope.
That's
I
not
mean, it might be
surprising.
surprising to him.
Badger, that's
I-
not surprising at all. We've seen you play that war game.
He can successfully deliver that flag anywhere you want.
Exactly.
He'll
he's
die
very good at
shortly
carrying
after,
that
but-
flag.
Apart from into the enemies, apparently.
You can usually deliver it.
I've been horsing around in that game quite a bit recently. I'm really shit on the horses.
Oh
Anyway,
God.
I will try and do a stream of it at some point soon. Anyway, the other thing that I cannot do is apparently find like meaningful and worthwhile employment.
That's a common problem.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, still not surprising.
No.
Oh fuck! All right,
That's
I
fitting,
cannot.
but
I cannot currently have
Love you,
dinner with the
Badger.
Queen.
Say that again?
I cannot currently have dinner with the Queen.
No one can.
Still not surprised.
people can
Yeah.
have queen dinner with the queen.
Social distancing? No, they can't.
That'd be
Exactly.
awesome.
No, I
She's
hate that
locked up
term.
in
Physical
Windsor Castle at the
distancing.
moment.
We're still talking.
Um,
It's not social distancing. Quit that shit.
Nerdy says, I can't walk far without becoming exhausted. I can't eat much. I can't stand most people. The list goes on.
I can't. I can't currently bring down Disney.
No one can.
Here's
If no
a
one can do
legit
it-
one.
You're going to be better. You're going to be
Parallel
better off.
parking.
You're
Parallel
gonna be better
parking
off
is
Serve trying to retake the colonies, Badger, than bringing down Disney.
No, I
It's
can
too
do
big.
parallel parking.
If we retook America, you'd be in a position to nationalize Disney and disband it.
Oh.
Oh,
Right.
I'd
Colonies. Right, we're taking you
privatise
back.
Disney like the NHS. Woo!
All right, colonies. We're taking you back. I want that Disney.
Can I move out before Georgia becomes like a bunch of criminals again, please?
No, I think it might be too late.
Damn.
Have you been to Atlanta?
Unfortunately, yes, quite a few times.
You know, Atlanta's so bad. I used to work for a trucking company, and they had a designated group of guys that drove in and out of the city, and we would meet them on the outside of the loop, and they would take the trailer in because there was so many truck jackings. Like a guy went into a store, came back out, somebody stole his tractor trailer, just the truck, and he jumped on the back trying to stop the guy. The guy took off and went down the highway, and he was on the you can look it up on YouTube.
I'm not
And it was a
surprised.
company
That sounds like
It's a
Atlanta.
company I worked for, and the truck's going down the highway at 63 miles an hour, and the guy's on the back holding on to barely nothing.
I think Futurama had a good solution what to do with the city of Atlanta.
What is
Futurama is the predicted future.
They dug it up, put it out at sea, then it sunk, and instead of this lost city of Atlantis, you got the lost city of Atlanta.
That's perfect.
And they all mutated because of the cola.
Yeah.
Can we do that with New York and Chicago too?
Pretty sure that's how they found it. There was a trail of Coca-Cola going up to the surface.
In the Coca-Cola
All right, here's
truck. Holidays
here
are
is
coming.
something.
Holidays are coming.
Here is something that I cannot do.
What?
I cannot understand different people's interpretations of online messaging etiquette. Let me give you an example. Someone messages me and says, "Hi." So I reply to them and say, "Hi. This person is now offline."
What did you message me for? They just wanted to say hi, nothing else.
That was the entire conversation?
Yes, apparently.
Look, I'm sorry, I go offline a lot.
You just fall off your ball when nobody's looking.
Dave.
Badger, I know something you can't do.
Go on.
You cannot accept the fact that Disney Star Wars is canon.
A lot of people have accepted
Star
that.
Wars is not canon.
You see,
Disney
that is
Star Wars
a
is not
canon. It's not
Disney
canon at all.
which is-
And I've got 17 penises. Jesus Christ, this is not canon. How dare you even? Don't even go into Star Wars with. I need to breathe. Oh, where's my asthma pump?
Oh,
Right, this could be a problem. It never occurred to me.
This could be a problem indeed.
It never occurred to me that Not a Great Gamer would come down on Badger's side in the Star Wars debate.
Disney needs to just get a 357 and just blow their brains out up against the wall. The wall. You wait, sir. You wait. That is Star Wars because this mess. No, I'm done. Right.
Wait. We're not talking about Star Wars. Move on.
I've just made Jar Jar my
question.
avatar again, by the way.
Moving on.
So, your motherfuckers are fucked now. There's two of us.
And I agree with you. I'm just not as vocal about it. So technically there's 3 of us. I'm just not very vocal about it.
Anyway, yes. So Disney is not canon. Disney is Disney canon, which is shit.
It's official canon.
Halfway through the Star Wars, I expected
official.
Bambi's mum to get shot again.
Well, that would have improved it.
It's official in the sense. It's official in the sense that Disney owns it because Disney is a fucking multinational evil corporation, and they should be resisted in the same way as the Empire.
Whereas
Protesting.
Lucasfilm was a mom and pop operation, wasn't it? So
Lucasfilm was a large corporation run by a guy. It was his original vision that got a bit diluted by him being a bit of an idiot at times. Disney just buys other people's shit and ruins it.
Dave, I'm glad that this lockdown and social distancing is not means I haven't had to give up my hobby of fishing because I'm always catching a bite.
And you know what Nerdy says? Nerdy says, I agree with Badger too, but the fun is to pretend you don't.
Well, you wouldn't have half of these rants if you didn't.
No, and they're fun.
Disney's fucking.
They're entertaining.
I've just got to point this out now. I've got to point it out. Right, the whole film, right? You've got this evil dude. Yeah, you've got Palpatine shoots out electric, wondrous, cool, super. Then you got Snoke. The whole film, he just turns the lightsaber and turns it on. The whole film on that.
I will say one good.
It's as infuriating as when Superman gets knocked out by Batman with the kitchen sink. It's just fucking stupid.
I will say one good thing about.
No, I'm done. Sorry,
about
I can't
Snoke.
stand that film.
I will say one good thing about
Oh.
Snoke in that film. I like his dressing gown.
Right,
Yes,
next question.
He does have a nice fashion sense. No, not next question. We shall never survive this.
Yes. Next question.
I'm coming to that conclusion myself.
Question 648. Given we will have to progress to a less work-based society, how can we achieve this without it turning dystopian?
There's
Don't
no
watch
way
fucking
we're
Disney
there's
Star
no
Wars.
way we're going to a less work-based society.
We have to. We already have to some degree, and we have to go further.
How have we gone?
There's less work because robots do a lot of it
Technology.
now. 'Cause stuff is automated. The weaving loom and the trains and shit.
I mean, do you know what percentage of America is employed in transportation?
I couldn't tell you.
Bit.
It's something
I
like
don't know the current numbers, Dave. What is it?
it's something like 8 or 9% of the entire
500%.
economy. It's a massive amount of people.
Everybody quit talking. What?
It's a huge number of people. It's something like 8 or 9% of the economy.
Oh
In
yeah.
terms of-
Oh yeah, I believe
right.
that.
Okay,
500%.
right, and they are all going to lose their jobs in the next 10 years.
Damn.
Why is that?
Because we will have
Because they're
self-driving
making
trucks.
automated trucks.
Watch X-Men, Logan even. You'll see the automated trucks in that. They're an actual real thing now.
Yeah, they're very
I
real
wasn't
now already.
including trucks.
Right, and that's just one industry.
Yeah, no, they already have them.
right?
yeah.
I mean, you see the army. The army are massively using them. They use one truck now with one driver. Okay, and that drives a convoy. Every truck just plays follow.
Yep.
Um,
He's right.
and having them on the roads actively doing deliveries is, like I said, it's less than a decade away. The entire industry is gone.
That's actually quite saddening to think of.
Right. So the point is,
industry's going, but I wouldn't maybe not necessarily that people having to work is not fucking going.
no, but there won't be
Technically,
jobs.
technically,
The point is there won't be jobs.
This is
right?
fucking.
There
this is
aren't
the
any jobs
problem with
left
it.
for people. There are very few jobs. Well, there are gradually less and less jobs left for people who can't program.
Even that can program, that's starting to go down now.
The only way we'll ever progress as technology as humans, and I don't really care if people don't. It's only fact. We're going to have to integrate ourselves at one point with machinery. Otherwise, we just won't keep up.
Of course we will.
Yeah,
Right, but that's not the
good.
point here. The point here is very much what Jeff has identified. The point is the jobs are going to go away. There will be no jobs. How do we prevent it becoming dystopian? How do we
Let me
prevent
give
it?
you guys an example. I just
As long as it's a capitalist economy, it's going to end up fucking dystopian. If that's because
I think we have two options.
we're not going to be fucking looked after if jobs go away. So
I think we have two options, which is transition away from everyone needing to be in a job all the time,
Mhm.
or ban the replacement of human labor with machines.
That
They're
won't
not
work.
going to do either of those, though.
Beth,
the problem you've got is that
wait. Beth,
yeah, I've been trying. Thanks.
I know. Go on.
So, at any given time, there are 2 million tractor trailers. This is just tractor trailers. It doesn't count warehousing and all the other shit that goes with it. 2 million tractor trailers in the U.S. right now,
Shit.
moving shit. Carry on.
And they're going to go literally in a time scale. They're going to go basically overnight.
it's going to cause a problem because humans have to work. That, be productive in some way.
Why?
It's
entirely
it's a
agree.
natural thing, Dave. That's a very
No,
natural
I
thing.
agree that they have to do something.
Yeah,
Because-
that's a natural, possibly even an evolutionary thing. But
And the point
that
is
isn't
that
gonna
there are.
change in 10 years.
I mean, Nerdy says by ensuring the arts aren't ignored. And you focus more on the arts and sports, on the things that potentially bring pleasure.
I think one of the things you can have an issue
Badger, you've done unbelievably quiet.
I think one of the things you're going to have an issue with there is if everybody's suddenly doing art instead of scraping to exist, you're going to end up with a lot of shit art.
Yes.
A lot of art is shit already anyway, so why the fuck not?
But think of all the art we don't get right now that could be great.
That's also true.
Right, where was it? Where was this? I'm trying to find this in my book here. I'll be back. I'll pop back on in a sec.
So, what do you mean, like regress is in terms of technology and not have technology anymore?
No, well, no. I mean, well, that's what has been suggested, but that's definitely not what I would suggest. I'm not sure what I'd suggest. I mean, universal basic income might be a way to go.
Unless we get off of this planet, we will all die. That's the end of it. We're just going to.
Of course we will. Yeah, but the time scale on that is still is way off.
Is it?
I suggest that we just we say that if there are any technological advancements further, they have to make the jobs easier for the people doing them, but not remove the jobs.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's why if that is not the case, the technological advancement shouldn't be allowed.
That's not going to happen.
That's why I tried saying earlier about integrating ourselves with machines so we could make ourselves more efficient, thereby doing more efficient work.
Yeah,
we're never going to be able to do. We're never going to be able to do work.
So we should start asking, not start asking, can we do it, but should we do it?
But the problem is, you can't ask, should we do it in the world we live. Because we might not. We could decide. We could have that moral debate as to whether or not we should do it. Okay.
What is it?
And China will do it. Say again.
What is the it that we're discussing?
Oh, anything.
Right now?
Say self-driving trucks, for a perfect example. Okay. Right. So go self-driving trucks. Well, all right. We'll decide. We're not going to do it. We're going to keep the drivers, keep the trucks, and go that way. All right. Now China will do it. Or another country will do it. Right, and all of a sudden their cost of production is dramatically reduced because their moving of materials around the country is a fraction of the cost of ours. We're no longer competitive. This is why we can't decide not to do most of this stuff. There might be niche things we could decide not to do. But in general,
I think America would be all right because they've got a massive train network though, and they rely heavily on automated train systems. I think that's the way they'll go. They've got much
their
more
trains
are
for shit.
Than we have.
Their train network is for shit.
I wouldn't say that. I follow a few what you call them on here, rail fans who go and do all the train watching. I'm pretty impressed by the amount of cargo that they haul. Compared to the UK, it's unreal.
But in comparison to the amount that they put on the road, it is nothing.
Dave?
Yeah.
Have I ever mentioned, Dave, that you're an absolute knobhead?
Yes, why?
Because you come on for these questions, and it alternates between, oh, this is a fun, silly chat, and I can rant about Star Wars a bit. Oh no, I'm having an existential crisis.
The irony.
That's the point. You wait for the next question.
I think one of the ironies. I think one of the ironies of this, though, is that you could end up, I think, having the almost. It's gonna be a similar failure to full employment in a certain way.
Yes.
It's gonna be the same. It's gonna basically cause the same fucking problem. It won't work. We still, if we still have an economy that's governed by the same fucking rules that is now, it's all the technological improvements in the world are not gonna mean shit for people. I mean, I don't know if you remember back. I've read back in the 50s. It was a Labour minister called Anthony Crossland, and what was he writing about them in? And this is what he's sort of saying about full employment. That we're where is it? That we're going to be able to turn our attention increasingly to all more important spheres like personal freedom, happiness, cultural endeavour, cultivation and leisure, beauty, grace, excitement. all this stuff that you're saying. Oh, we can put. Did it work? How did that turn out?
No.
But it was just they were in a blooming utopian idea that we were on the threshold of mass abundance, and I think this is the problem. We could easily people will get into that sort of mindset about this technological fixes and whatever. It ain't.
Well, you are reliant.
Societal. There needs to be some fundamental societal change.
Yes, you are reliant upon people being benevolent at the top.
Yeah,
which is basically what you require.
Which is where you're fucked.
Right. Anyone else have anything to say before we go on?
Look at
I
distraction.
like sandwiches.
You like sandwiches?
Yeah.
Hi, Jen. I agree.
Let's just have let's just fucking end society, shall we?
Sure. I was asking Jen, following on our conversation yesterday, Badger. I was asking my daughter about whether or not we could have certain types of police forces in a different fashion, and how you could ensure, or at least reduce to an absolute minimum, biases. And the final solution she came up with was to kill everyone apart from her.
That is a final solution. I'll grant you.
That would end all biases apart from there would be a very strong bias for one person.
Yes, I said that. I said, and you would have to live with that for the rest of your life that you're biased. Right, next question. Go on.
Yeah. No. I've realised that my sentence didn't make sense.
Right. Question 649. Would you rather have the superpower to fly or become invisible?
I could debunk. I could easily debunk flat Earth if I could fly.
Yeah. Well, just go around grabbing flat earthers and taking them up.
Yes.
This isn't some bullshit invisibility, is it?
What do you mean?
Like it only works while you're playing the trombone.
No. But
So
your
I
clothes
can
aren't
become
invisible.
Oh well, what's the fucking point then? I'll get chilly.
Is it like you're always invisible, or can you turn it on and off?
You can turn it on and off.
So I
I'm
could.
still gonna go with flying because it's more useful, but okay.
I
Badger,
think I would.
it'll get chilly, but no one will be able to see the shrinkage.
Yeah, it's not the. I don't give a shit what other people think. I'm invisible.
You could move somewhere hot.
I don't want to move somewhere hot. I don't like hot weather, and I don't like being undressed.
All right, you can have one set of clothes, just for the
Right,
just for argument's sake. Right. So you want invisibility? No one would ever see them.
I don't give a shit. I don't wear clothes for other people.
You're meant to wear clothes to look sexy.
No, I wear clothes because I like how they make me look when I see myself.
Are you saying his blanket is not sexy, Dave?
It doesn't show off his figure.
It's very sexy, Badger. Don't listen to Dave.
Thank you, kitten.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Oh God, here we go. Dave,
I
I'm gonna say I'll pick flying. I mean, being invisible is cool randomly, but I agree with Sarah. I think that flying is more useful, and besides, I hate ladders, so it'd be great to just be able to go up in the air and do something and not have to deal with the ladder.
Yeah.
So I'll pick that.
Fair enough.
Also, when I'm old, if I can't walk anymore, I could just fly up the stairs. So
Yes. Not a great gamer.
But when I'm old and I have a heart attack, then people won't be able to find me.
Yeah, exactly. That's a downside.
No, because that means they won't resuscitate me against.
Not
my
a great game. It sounds
Oh,
suspicious.
shut up, Badger. I'll kick your ass.
He does sound suspiciously like Badger.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Go on.
Hello?
Hello. What's your answer?
Hi! Right.
Hello.
My answer is number 3.
There is no number 3.
That's why he picked it.
You can either fly or be invisible.
I'd go invisible because altitude-wise, lack of oxygen and all of that. I don't want to pass out in the air. Oh, invisible. When I go invisible, do I lose all mass?
No.
So I can still pick up things and whatnot?
Yes. You're not a ghost.
Oh, yeah, invisible,
Yeah.
mate. I'd be robbing banks and I don't know,
Hiding and changing
Invisible doesn't
in.
get you through the safe door.
Yeah,
No.
I was gonna
taking
mention, there is
shits
still-
in ice cream
there is
machines in
still the issue
McDonald's.
of the safe.
Say again, Badger, you've gone really quiet again.
But don't
There is still the
start
problem
with that
with the
already.
safe. But
Yes.
you can just literally walk in behind someone.
Yeah. You gotta wait. You gotta be patient if you're invisible.
Flying does not alleviate the need for patience.
I think you need... maybe.
Plus, if
I
you're
can
invisible, you
fly,
can
but
steal a
not through
jet.
this bank vault.
No. But why is it turning criminal? I mean, Jeff wanted to save the world with his by showing flat earthers that the fucking earth is round.
How is that saving the world? I'm assuming he's gonna drop them. Is what he's gonna do. He's gonna fly them up and say, "Fuck you," and just drop them.
Seraphim, you fucking beat me to it. I'll say if they don't fucking accept the evidence, then I may let go.
I think you drop them anyway.
Exactly.
Demonstrate that the buoyancy isn't keeping them up.
Well, no.
I think he would
It's
fly
just
them
simple.
up
If
there.
they don't accept the curve, I'm going to demonstrate gravity.
I think what you would do, Jeff, is you'd fly them up there, go, you see, and then in that moment of realization where they're like, oh yeah, you just let go. And you'd be like, yeah, you should have believed
No,
it first time.
Badger. I'm fair. I will give them a chance to sort of admit the error of their ways. If they're still like then
Now,
they get a demonstration of gravity. It's that
my
simple.
question is, will you at least act like it's an accident, or are you gonna be like, "Oh, well, I was just demonstrating gravity to them"? What do you mean?
They struggled when they realised the truth.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I
I
forgot that
I
other
think I've
people
got-
can't
Go
fly.
pussy.
I was gonna. I think it's gonna. I think I'm gonna have pretty good deniability anyway, because they're gonna. So you know, I don't know how any charge of me being able to fly is gonna stand up in the court of law anyway. But
How about
yeah,
this?
just saying.
You team up with someone who picked invisibility, and the person who's got invisibles on the ground, they hide the body for you.
Can you make other stuff invisible?
No.
Oh.
Well, not
How's it-
you don't have to make people. You don't have to make the
How's,
person invisible. You can like pig farms. Great way to hide a body.
Is it?
Just hide it, and they can't see who hit
Just
it.
remember to
because
chop
I'm
them up, and also remove the teeth. And what was the other thing you need to remove? Also hair, I think.
Why would I need to go to?
Femurs.
Why would I need to go all that effort? I could just like you know, drop them. I don't know, somewhere like, you know, middle of the North Sea or something.
Now what you need is a bath full of quicklime.
That too. That would work too. But someone would eventually see you, Jeff, and they would tell on you. So if there's no body, well, they would find the body in the sea though. Eventually.
Yeah, you think?
They can just
Yeah.
pop down.
Not if you dump it in the middle of the
Mariana
ocean.
Trench.
No,
Just
no.
pop down to the bottom of the old Mariana Trench, and
That's a
there's
good
that
idea,
body
too.
that guy dropped.
Right, excuse me. How exactly did we get
there
here?
wouldn't be a body. It doesn't even have to be deep. Just get it to crushing depth. That's all you need,
Yeah.
and the pressure of the sea will do the rest.
If I really,
Just go down.
if I really want to make sure, I'll just drop it into an area where I know that sharks are quite common.
Yes.
Well, drop it down to the
Or
Titanic.
Nancy
I think it was
Pelosi.
I mean, just
already.
drop it in North Korea.
Hey, you
They're
leave
not
North
gonna
Korea alone. We should all be
Drop it.
following their lead for a better world.
For a better
Drop
world.
it down to the Titanic, and it'll just blend in with the
Uh,
ones that were there already.
I'll say nobody dissed the supreme leader.
Badger.
Yeah, mate, drop it down next to Titanic. Maybe it will land next to Frozen Jack.
Have
Right.
they admitted that he's
There was
dead yet?
plenty of room for both
No.
of them on that door.
Yes. It was a
You
big
could have got
door.
the whole. You could have got the whole fucking Titanic crew on that bloody door. It was ridiculous.
But it would have ruined the film.
Would it?
Yes.
How could that film be fucking ruined any more than it already was? You can't ruin something that's already shit.
The film is awesome apart from that.
Fucking awful
It's
film.
not.
It's a good film.
I'm never letting go.
Never letting go. Bye.
Yeah.
Right.
See?
Next.
See? There is plenty of
You
room
might-
on the door for 2
She
people.
might as well said, "I'm not going to punch you in the face, Jack," and then just smacked him in the face. I'm never letting go, and then just let him go. I didn't get it. Stupid film.
See
And
this?
then that old woman at
Plenty
the
of
end
room,
chucks that
2
gem in the
people on
sea.
this door.
Right, next question.
It's
It's the noise she makes when she drops the jewel. That's the thing for me. She just kind of.
She has a little squirt, doesn't she? She knows. She literally. She hasn't. You hear her? She's like, It's like, what? Okay.
Anyway, that was.
She should have. Yeah. I'll shut up.
Anyway,
Sorry.
anyway, that was a
Sorry.
conspiracy. Anyway, they swapped
what
it
I mean?
with they swapped it with his sister ship, the Olympic.
There's plenty of room for 2 people on that door.
Very good.
She was just a
And
greedy
fuck
bitch.
Disney Star Wars. Next.
Absolutely.
Right,
Oh,
next
yeah.
question.
Moving on.
Question 650. Would you rather have an obvious orgasm every time you were close to a pear, or never have an orgasm again in your life?
By pear, what you're about, the fruit
Close
or
to a
what?
pear? Like
The fruit, yes. Yes.
How close do you have to be to the pear?
7 meters.
So that's a bit excessive.
Yep.
I mean, I
God, I
think
could
I'd be,
never go through
I
the
think-
produce section at the store again.
I
Nope.
think I'd be doing it right now, actually. I think I'd be in a state of constant orgasm. There's a pear tree
I'm-
outside.
Oh, you know what?
Or maybe I'll hang
I-
out at the produce section at the store.
Exactly. Like I'm near a pear. Actually, my
I've-
neighbor has a pear tree, so I'm far enough away that it's okay.
I've never been a fan of pear cider, but I might be inclined to change my mind now.
Yeah, does it have to be like a whole pear, or does it have to be? Can it be like pear cider?
No, I think it has to be a whole pear.
Can it be?
Okay.
It can't be a
Or an-
pear drop
Or
sweet.
an O pair.
No. No pear, no pear drop sweet.
Pairs.
Jen says, I'm happy with
Okay, I'll
obvious
just- I'll-
orgasms. Nerdy says, I'm up
Okay,
for
I'll go-
pear orgasms. Go on, Badger.
I'll go to the shop and make everyone uncomfortable. It's fine.
I'm all for the orgasms because I like them. They're fun.
I'll just.
Well,
I'll,
I'd rather
I'll
have
take, I'll
them
take
around
proper-
pears than to never have them again. Because hell
Yeah,
with that.
I'll make preparations.
Exactly.
There'll be containment for the residue, and then we can just go there and just walk in the shop. And as I'm in the middle of cleaning my trolley, because that's the thing we have to do now. So walk in. I'll just the little shop, the cleaning station is
I'm just-
within about that
Whoa!
distance of the pears.
I'm
So I
just
shall walk
imagining
in.
the song "Jizz in My Pants." That's all I'm thinking about. Is Lonely Island, "Jizz in My Pants."
I'll be walking in the. I'll be walking into the shop and just halfway through cleaning the trolley, just.
Clean up aisle 4.
Basically,
Mad Pig asks Manda, do you like pears?
of course he did.
Saw that.
Are you surprised?
Not a great gamer.
What? I wouldn't have no.
You'd have no-
problem flying the
you-
load. I'll just walk back prepared with a Johnny on.
Manda says, I was going to answer Ask Math Pig. Yes, I like pears. I
That's
really
it.
like orgasms, so obvious orgasm it is.
Hashtag residue.
Hashtag residue.
That's like the most
Apparently
amazing way to
reduces-
put that ever.
I thought more
Reduces
people.
the risks of certain types of cancers for male, so
It
I
does.
have no problem in just going.
I thought more people would
"Have my
object.
muck."
I thought more people would object to doing it very visibly in public.
You're talking to a load of antisocial motherfuckers, Dave.
From everything that you know about
You know,
me, Dave,
Dave-
why the fuck would you think I would pick that?
Dave, you know, I spent years faking orgasms with men, so I'm pretty sure I could fake not having one at the grocery store.
No, it
Fuck
has
that.
to be
I've
obvious.
Never faked one, and I'm not going to.
It has to be obvious. You'll lose control.
I don't care.
Oh, is it going to be
So-
like in that film with yeah?
When Harry Met Sally.
Stages.
So
Yeah,
is this a
that's the-
screaming
that's the one.
orgasm, a squirting orgasm? Does it vary from
Hashtag
person to person?
residue.
Your leg
Hashtag
goes
residue.
weak and you scream.
Again, I'm all for it because I love orgasms.
I could show the shop
God
my O
bless.
face.
The squirters.
Oh,
Right, next question.
It's like an ornamental Japanese fountain when they have a little squirt. It's just gorgeous.
Question 651. At 30 years old. What?
Nothing.
Question-
Please continue.
Dave, don't look in the chat. You'll have an issue. They'll be read to you.
Question 651. At 30 years old, you are given yourself as a baby. How would you raise yourself to improve your life?
Off the bridge.
Fucking euthanize myself.
I'd kill that fucker. Fuck babies. I don't like babies, even if it's myself. I'm not.
Yeah, but you'd
Straight
die
off
if
the
you
bridge.
killed yourself.
I don't care. Oh, bring it on.
I'd merge with myself and just create an absolute time paradox for everyone to revel in.
Yep.
How is merging an option? That's
I don't know, jump on the thing, do something, cut myself open, stick it inside, so I don't know, just merge somehow, and then paradox begins.
We're all antisocial and we're full of self-loathing. What do you expect?
Maybe.
I think you should have known where this question was going to go, Dave.
Because when that child is 30,
want...
it's going to get another version of me, but that version of me is going to be attached, or is it not going to be attached? What's going to go?
I think I'd release Mace Windu's new album.
What?
Straight out of the window.
What you could, Badger, what you could do is like when you raise yourself or something, you tell them at a young age, do not get into Star Wars because one day there's going to be a company with a mouse involved that's going to come along and break your fucking heart.
I both semi-agree with and hate you for that suggestion.
Beth.
I wouldn't want to do that because my mom was so amazing. I couldn't compare to that. I couldn't do that good of a job because I was a pain in the ass. Just so
Were you?
Yeah.
I'd be really shit at this.
You're really shit at this. Are you going to have kids, Badger? Have you got kids? I'd always assumed you didn't.
I'm not planning on it.
Besides, Dave, I was already given a child that's exactly like me, so...
There's a reason I'm not popular down the Badger set.
Because you've got half a dozen kids with half a dozen different people?
No, because all the rest of them do, and I don't.
I hate that at my work. They all have kids. I'm like, how's your kid? Like, I don't have kids. Fuck that.
I have fun
Unless
instead.
you mean baby goats. Baby goats. Unless you mean baby goats. Baby goats are fucking adorable. I would gladly have some kids. Well, not birth the kids, but I would gladly take some kids if they're baby goats.
No, I would have thought the hooves would be uncomfortable.
Exactly. So that's why I'm saying not birthing them. Fuck that.
Mm.
There are many things I will do. That's not one of them.
That's not one of them. Sammy says, teach myself to concentrate on education and ignore all religion.
Religion is the understanding of the world.
No, it's not. Nerdy said, I'd die if I had to look after myself.
I just said that for you.
I know you did. What the hell did I miss there? Jen says you were using the wrong strap-on wrong, B.
I don't know. Lost me on that one.
See, I think I would I think I'd have to go with something along the lines of just, hey, maybe don't do those computer courses. There's no jobs on the end of them. maybe do like conservation or something.
So, am I raising them by myself, or am I like raising them along with like my family that raised me in the first place?
And then by yourself, how you are now.
Then I would make sure she wasn't exposed to my family's religious bullshit, get her mental health a hell of a lot quicker instead of telling her it was Satan, and tell her it's like, it's okay to not be straight.
Oh, wait, I have an answer for that, Dave.
Go on.
I would raise her in a better area so she could have came out of the closet earlier and not had a miserable fucking life because the people that lived in the area were like KKK, anti-anything, not white redneck. So that's the only thing I would change.
Are they still going?
Who?
Just out of curiosity. Well, because I'm English, the KKK. Is that still a thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Oh, yeah.
I know
Wow.
some people. I know
In
some people who are part of
2020,
it.
really?
Yes, I know some people who are part of it. Unfortunately.
What is
That's
disturbing?
pretty,
What is disturbing is the
weird.
number of laws that were still in place in the 90s in
A lot of
America.
them are
in the
still.
90s.
They're still in place. A lot of them are.
But most of them have been
I know-
overturned in courts.
There was a documentary on YouTube the other day, and I know it weren't KKK, but it was, they put this massive swastika up and set that on fire. And I was like, oh, that's fucking original. But I didn't, I thought that kind of would have by now been, should we say, phased out. I'm kind of shocked to know that's still going. If they're really still wearing them white things, screaming white power and all of the whole
Oh, yeah.
chanting about in a circle.
Have you seen the robes that they wear up close?
No, I kind of get a bit scared by it, to be honest.
Okay, if
I think it is my religion that comes into it as well. It scares me. Does scare me.
There's a chap called Daryl Davis who does all kinds of interesting stuff involving the KKK members. He has a whole collection of former KKK members' robes. They look like bad cosplay dressing gowns up close.
Really?
I would agree with that.
Well, they
Yeah,
handmade.
they look like cheap costumes.
Where do you buy them from? Like, do you just go to your local uniform store and go, "Hey, I want a KKK outfit, please"? Right.
Most of them, their wives make them, or some of them, like the guys that I know, they made them themselves, which is funny because like only women sew, and they sewed their own fucking uniform, so fuck them.
Anyway, maybe we should change this because we could go into a massive topic on this stuff, couldn't we?
Yes,
Yeah,
Mathpig said...
Sorry for sidetracking.
That's okay.
You're fine.
Seeing as it's the same as raising any child, because time is different, situation is different, I just make sure I was a good role model for them.
You see, that's where me doing it would fall down.
Right,
I'd give the kid up for fucking adoption. I know I'd be fucking shit.
That's my thing. Like
I know I'd fuck up.
I should never ever be a parent. That's a good thing I can't have kids because I wouldn't be good at it. I don't have.
I'm wondering whether or not I'd just give it to Beth's mum.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. You're gonna give what to my mom?
We're gonna give all
My
the kids
baby
to
self.
Your mom. Yeah, we're gonna give all the kids to your mom since she was awesome.
You ever have somebody ask you if you could change anything in the world, what would you change? People always say world peace, and I've always said that I'd wish for everybody to have a mother like mine, because the world would be entirely different. I am convinced of it. I mean, you'd still have that one in so many that are nuts, but you can't do anything about that. But
I already know what I'd wish for.
What? No, don't answer that question.
The realization born as the cold turn.
My brain is just like... Right, next question. Question 652. Is pizza just posh cheese on toast?
Yeah, pretty much.
That is a stupid question.
Does it matter?
The consistency of the bread of a pizza is nothing like... I mean, the base of a pizza is nothing like bread. So no.
It's very like bread.
That becomes
It's a type
The
of
only
I've tried to
way,
make bread pizza before. It's not the same.
the closest you'll get to like bread, I'd say, is probably stone baked. If you get a proper Italian pizza, it is nothing like cheese and toast.
Have you
Not
never
the
just
same.
made a small amount of bread dough and put tomato and cheese on it? This is pizza.
Only when I was broken. Only when I was broke as fuck, and that's all I had.
Is your contention,
Well, cheese-
Dave, that cheese on toast but with tomato sauce underneath it is technically a pizza?
Yes.
Okay then.
That thing is right. You're just saying that because you hate cheese.
Better question then for everyone. Does pineapple belong on cheese and toast?
No.
No.
Pineapple belongs in the bin.
Pineapple belongs with other fruit.
And pizza.
Tomatoes are fruit.
Pears possibly.
Pineapple belongs in places where it is not consumed by me.
Hey, things you have on sticking it with a bit of cheese, pineapple.
Yeah, I just don't like pineapple. Just in general.
I love
I like-
pineapple
I like
in
how
small
they
doses
look.
and not with meat or
I
spaghetti
like how they
sauce or
look.
cheese.
They look awesome. I just don't like the taste.
I love pineapple.
Math Pig thinks you're just saying this because you don't like cheese, Dave. So
I pointed that out. That's what it is. It's just because he hates cheese. That's the only reason he's doing this.
I don't know how you can live with yourself. not liking cheese.
Cheesist.
There you go. Doc says.
Jesus.
Doc
I
says.
don't like cheese.
No, cheese on toast is a one-night stand. Pizza is a love affair.
Jesus.
I love that.
I think that's
Somebody's
that's
being
covered,
very
actually.
needy this morning. My
I'm
God.
sorry.
That's covered.
Not
it, I
you, the
think,
cat.
We've had a
I'm always needy. What are you talking
we've had
about?
a dog, a cat, a cat, and a badger in here, haven't we?
Yeah.
So far.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello?
Right.
Hello?
Next question.
Hi, y'all.
Guten Tag, mein Freund. Wie geht's denn, ja?
All right. Moving on.
Question 653. How do you plan to avoid death?
You can't avoid death.
Of course you can
I've
avoid
already
death.
avoided it 3 times. How many you want, Dave?
I'm gonna Dave Lister it.
6 more. He wants you to have 9 lives.
Maybe I do that, me. That's why I'm still here.
That's right.
I'm-
Probably do.
I don't know if I can avoid death, but I will say that I have survived at least 12 raptures so far.
Exactly. So
So I think I've done pretty fucking good.
I'll do the same thing I did in 2012. I will sit in my comfy chair in my favourite clothes with a glass of whiskey and wait for the world to burn. And then when it doesn't, just go,
I will say the last time there was supposed to be a raptor and I was at work, I did make a raptor cake and people got pissed at me.
Nice.
Well,
Did they know that you only made it for yourself because they were all going to fuck off?
No, they thought I was
card.
copying their religion because a lot of them are religious and they believe that shit.
I have got the card. It's it's a bit like the sort of like Cafe Nero or Starbucks loyalty cards. You survive 9 of them, you get the 10th one free.
Mm.
Nice.
So you don't. There's nothing that you particularly do to try and extend your life.
I think I'd Dave Lister the situation.
What? Cryogenically freeze yourself?
No. You know the episode The Future Echoes?
Yeah.
I do what Lister does. Just he's there with the towel rail in his hand and grimace. You can't whack death on the head. If he comes near me, I'm gonna rip his nipples off.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. I mean, Dave, I've already avoided death 3 times. Do you want to hear the stories?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. About 62 miles per hour going down the highway, go off the road and hit the back of a stop dump truck.
Ow.
Walked away from it. Couple cracked ribs. Fell off a ladder. The ladder slid out from underneath me. I was 16 feet in the air and landed on my back with part of my back hanging over the edge of another, because I was above another roof.
Mm-hmm.
If I was about 8 or 9 inches over to the left, I would have went head first and landed on a big, huge pile of rocks about 20 feet below me.
Yeah.
And then my kidney tried to kill me. So, pretty convinced at this point I'm not meant to die, and I don't know what my purpose is in life, but...
Did you tell the kidney to
Yeah,
go
I
fuck
don't know.
itself?
Have you stopped going up ladders?
Those were the 3 big ones. Huh?
Have you stopped going up ladders?
No.
No.
I had a
No
painting
fear.
company at the time, and I had that company for a couple years after that, and still went up. I was going up 40 feet in the air all the time.
Did you climb the ladders any differently
Oh.
afterwards?
And I smashed a paint can. Anybody ever have stand on a metal paint can? You can just stand on it. I smashed it with my leg. and didn't break anything. I just had a bruise. So.
Nag.
Yep.
Ooh.
What are you doing to extend your life?
Forgot the question.
How do you plan to avoid death?
Smoking.
Yes.
Smoking. And they got health warnings on it as well.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh.
Well, it's a bit like one of Bill Hicks said, wasn't it? You know, watch out for the warnings. In my one says, smoking when pregnant harms your baby. Found my brand. See. Don't get the ones that say lung cancer.
Yeah, but you'll have to stop smoking those if we do that baby scenario from the previous question.
Yeah.
That's true.
Fucking Jeff.
We've all got a time and a date on our heads.
What part of that fucking previous scenario was I fucking pregnant?
Well, how else did you end up with baby you?
You were handed it.
No. They gave you.
If you're in the fan
They
fiction,
give you a
I'm pretty sure
baby
someone's gonna end up impreg, as they call it. So.
Bloody hell! And he fucking moans about Disney storytelling of Star Wars, and he can't keep his own continuity straight here. Ah, Badger.
Seraphim.
See, well, unlike Star Wars, my storyline contains time travel, so I can just fix any continuity errors.
Yes, time travel. Time travel is always wonderous for fixing continuity errors.
We could write to Disney about that. They could fix a lot of shit with that.
They tried introducing Star Travel. Oh, fuck it.
Seraphim. How do you plan to avoid death?
I have been working on improving my health because my gallbladder, my kidneys, and my ovaries have tried to kill me.
Your body hate you.
Into time wars.
I was gonna say your body's trying to take her out, and I don't mean on a date.
I know, right? Bastard. Least you could do is
get it.
My dinner first before it tortures me.
Actually, I've got a very good way I can maybe extend my life expectancy.
Go on.
Stop doing Jar Jar impressions around Manda.
I also almost drowned.
I think I could improve my life expectancy considerably if I do this. If I take that for pleasure.
I think we both have 9 lives, Beth, because I've almost drowned as well. So.
Trainbeck says, I've been rammed up the back on my bike. I've been sideswiped in a car, slid down a cliff, and just made it back up. Just Trainbeck.
Wow.
Sammy says, nerdy, everyone might have to have their own babies at the end of this fanfiction. Right. Jeff is dead. There you go.
Long live Jeff.
Manda, I was actually saying that I was offering to stop doing the Jar Jar impressions. Were you listening?
If you're already dead, you may as well go shoot for the moon.
Fuck it. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
You're
Next
gonna die.
question.
Go out in style, eh?
Yes. Right, question 654. Question 654. What conspiracy theory would you like to hold?
Ancient aliens.
I was gonna say one to be a smartass, but I'm not trying to piss Manda off, so we'll move on from that one.
I don't know that I'd like to hold any of them. I mean, you know, occasionally you might get one there's an element of truth in. Most of them not.
Well, it's more like which one do you wish was true? Would you like to be true, isn't it?
Which one do I wish was true?
Yeah. That's what it's basically asking.
I mean, all conspiracy theories are bad. Who would want any of them to be true, anyways?
Well, like ancient aliens.
Not.
Again, that's the one that
I fucking hate that show.
I hate the show.
It's horrific.
But
But if it was true that they were.
Why would I want it to be true? Just to like, I wouldn't want ancient aliens to be true. Just because it validates the fucking casual racism that these. Oh, there's no way that these black people or brown people could have made these things back then. And it's like it's all being said by fucking white guys.
Oh, dear. So, I would like to believe that the government cares about people.
That's not a conspiracy.
It could be. You could argue that there's a conspiracy. You could argue that there's a conspiracy that the government actually is behind the scenes working to make things better for people. And
I mean,
They wouldn't dare.
There are people that think that, so technically it's a conspiracy.
I said one earlier as a joke, but I'll tell you, for a little while when I first heard it, I kind of bought into it a little bit until I done enough research to realise it was all fucking bullshit. And that was the one about swapping the Titanic for the Olympic as an insurance job.
Oh, that's a good one. Back shortly.
Yeah, that. Now, for a little while, I kind of bought into that until you actually start reading the evidence and realise it is fucking complete bullshit. And it's that they may have been sister ships, but they were not identical. And this, it very clearly is the Titanic that went down.
Beth?
I would say ancient aliens, just so people would quit trying to dig through the past and figure out how shit was built where we can't figure out how it was built. Just so we could just move on from that shit.
The thing is, we probably can figure out
Most things we have. That's the worst thing.
These fucking idiots on ancient aliens can't be fucking bothered to look into it. They just assume that people couldn't fucking, like, people on Easter Island couldn't have made those statues or whatever.
I mean, we've got things like the saw marks in Egypt, which show that the rock was sawn there and taken. All the pieces are there. We've worked most of it out, and yet they ignore everything we've worked out. Do you know what's really weird? An awful lot of the conspiracy type documentaries and things, or everything at the moment, always wants to use evidence from stuff we knew 50 or 100 years ago. Nag.
Sorry, I was eating Pringles. Quick product placement. Thank you.
Do they send you Pringles?
In exchange for money, yes.
Tesco, £1.
There we go. We're doing the wrong thing. Fucking shilling for NASA here. We should be shilling for fucking Pringles.
Yes.
Wait. So should
I'd
we do
like
hashtag
to
not
say-
sponsored?
Oh, okay. Hashtag not sponsored.
Go on.
Whilst I can I give my? I was going to have a couple more Pringles whilst I waited for you. Probably I genuinely believe. I'm a man of religion, you know that, but I also believe in science. It can't be disproven. Aliens ain't about space. Let's just be honest. Space is infinite for all we know. I think at one time aliens could have visited us. We can't say they haven't. We can't say they can, but they have. It's kind of just so that is a conspiracy theory that I would like to.
But to be a conspiracy, we'd have to have covered it up, really.
What if it was covered up?
Why would we cover it up?
Because, as they say in Men in Black,
yes,
people are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it.
They'd have to give up all their religions.
Okay. Conspiracy theory I wish was true. Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton. Crunch.
It was true.
That was true. It's conspiracy.
Still a conspiracy theory.
Hey, he did not have sexual intercourse with that woman. She only sucked his dick.
It depends
Yes,
on what
I don't believe that for a
the word
second.
is.
I don't
She
believe
did
that
not-
for a second.
That's
She did-
foreplay.
She did not inhale.
No, she didn't. Neither did he. Nothing to be inhaled. Anything.
I reckon that I forgot what I was going to say. I reckon that there is a government conspiracy to interfere with my brain, so that I keep forgetting what the fuck I'm talking about.
It's the 5G.
Yeah, shit! I've got the 5G. Nobody tell the stool.
You have the
There you go. That's a
5G.
serious one then. I think that a conspiracy theory. I think not the 5G necessarily. I think all the radiating electrons and all of that, for example, from power lines and all of the Wi-Fi. I think that there may be some form of accumulative damage over time somewhere along the line. We just haven't discovered it yet. There you go.
No.
That's a conspiracy theory.
No, it's physically impossible.
Why are you discounting everything I say?
Hold on,
You
hold
ask
on,
me a
hold-
question and you're just
hold
like,
on.
no, gamer, you're a dick. No,
Actually-
gamer, you're a dick.
No,
gamer, you're
I
a dick.
haven't. I accepted some of them.
Well, maybe there's some truth
Jay,
behind it.
hold on.
Well,
It does. Are we supposed to be debunking the conspiracies, or we just say which ones would we like to be real? If
That's
we
very
want that
true.
one to be real.
my bad.
it's
My
not-
bad.
it's
I'm
not
shutting
there
up.
to debunk it.
I'm shutting
You
up.
wonder why I never want to come on.
I've just missed. Oh god. Nerdy says Area 51. Mama Atheist says the multiverse theory. Can that be conspiracy theory? No. Okay, then they're all dumb.
That's
I
why I was
believe also
laughing
the
a minute ago.
I believe the multiverse could be true. There's also, I've just got to say, there is certain elements of science that are suggesting it as well.
Yep.
I reckon that.
I'm assuming Manda does not subscribe to the multiverse theory by that comment.
What was the comment?
Possibly.
Right, I'm
I
going
think-
to.
I don't
within
try
the
to
next
presume
couple of
what's in her
decades, we're
head,
going to
Jeff.
discover
It's too
some serious
complicated
shit.
for me.
Right.
Let me tell you a joke.
Can you be louder then?
Let me tell you a joke.
Okay.
There you go.
The government is excellent and uses your tax money efficiently.
That was a good one.
Right.
Mathic
Second to last-
said Stargate SG-1 is real,
Yes, it is.
but I don't think that's a
course.
conspiracy theory. But
No.
I went
What
fishing
branch of
with
the
a
military were
mule.
you in?
me?
Yeah.
Oh, Army.
So you wouldn't know about the Stargate. I was Air Force.
Oh my god.
No, that's Space Force, baby. NASA that doesn't exist and Space Force. Yeah, that's it. Just ask a flat earther.
Right.
We're going to start going into wormholes and all of that. This is going to be a complete mind boggle.
We don't need to go down that rabbit hole either. But anyways, moving on.
No, I was going to
Moving
say,
on.
we don't.
Wormholes for ages.
How about
Drink.
Second to last
the
question.
Earth is donut shaped. That's what I want. What I'd like.
Right. Question
We-
600. Shut up. Question 600.
No, you shut up.
Question
Okay, back.
The Mandela effect, because I'm sure Dave's real name has always been Jave.
Yeah.
It's true.
Question 655. I haven't read the fucking question.
Yes, glorious. Glorious.
Question 655. Would happiness... What? Question 655. Would happiness lose its meaning if you were never unhappy?
4,600.
Yeah, of course you would. Of course it would.
You think so?
Well, you
Yeah.
know, it's
Yeah.
that, okay. So
absolutely.
this is like what
You
me and
got
my
nothing to
brother were
compare it
talking
to.
about.
Go on, Beth.
Richard and I were discussing people being empathetic and stuff. So, for instance, up until the time my mother passed away, I was not sympathetic or empathetic about anything.
Mm.
I judged people. I didn't understand where they were coming from. So, in turn, if nothing ever goes wrong and everything's always happy, you'd get bored with it eventually. You wouldn't enjoy the fact that things are happy. It's just the way it is. You'd probably go around looking for drama just so something would change.
Makes sense.
That's my thought on it.
Badger?
What?
Would happiness lose its meaning if you were never unhappy?
Yes.
Seraphim?
No, it wouldn't, because it'd just be for you. So you can't change erase a word just because it doesn't mean anything to you.
No, not the meaning of the word.
So not the word happy, just the state of happiness for yourself.
Yes.
if you're always just in a meh state and not just unhappy, then yes, it would.
Nag?
Yes.
Is that an answer?
I want the question asked. No, I want the question asked.
What would happiness lose its meaning if you were never unhappy?
If you was always happy,
Yeah.
then you would not know the feeling of unhappy. Therefore, you couldn't experience boredom.
Oh. So the point is, would
bit of a. Well, I've just answered your question, sir.
Fair enough. Jeff.
I think if you were happy all the time, yes, it would absolutely you'd have nothing to compare it to. So, I think it's better that we have much better that we have we can be both happy and sad. Which, speaking of which, as you can see, I'm about to perform a little experiment here. If you see my avatar,
yeah,
I see it. I watched it change.
Badger happy, Badger sad, Badger happy, Badger sad. See?
Let me just show you my reaction to the screen.
Is this like a meme off or something?
They don't like Jar Jar. Right.
No one likes Jar Jar.
Exactly, see?
I'd rather have a tumour on the end of my dick than listen to that. Anyway, let's go.
Oh boy.
Right, in the chat.
He does look a bit like a tumour, doesn't he?
Nerdy says, yes, it would lose its meaning. Just imagine an even-tempered badger.
He's good-tempered badger today.
Mama Atheist says, happiness
It
is
just
sex.
says it on my screen.
Happiness is sex and chocolate. Both things still exist, therefore happiness will always exist.
Well, what do you call the
Fair
moments
enough.
between the sex and chocolate?
Well, this is the problem. You still have to be happy.
A lapse in fun? I don't know.
Now I
He
want
says
sex and chocolate. God damn it, you guys.
B says, sex, chocolate, rainy, cuddly afternoons under a blanket with the love of your life.
I'm under a blanket.
Are you having sex and chocolate? And is it raining?
I could
Probably is, and he loved himself, so there you go.
I have chocolate here. I do not have sex here at this moment because I don't generally invite people into my burrow.
Especially when you want to fuck yourself with a blooming fist thing. Oh no, I can't even have. I'm not going to go into that again.
Oh, that's a
I'll
good
shut
point.
up.
I could have sex here then.
Right, last question today. Question 656. Would you rather cut off one of your fingers or pay $5,000 of your own money for the person you hate most to go on a spa vacation?
Oh,
I've got fingers I could lose.
I'd part with fucking money. I couldn't give a. I'd sooner that than fucking cut off an appendage. Even if it's
Your little
someone-
You know
finger.
what? I'll send them on the spa vacation, and maybe they won't come back.
You could send them to Dinosaur Adventureland.
There you go.
Do I have to pay the $5,000 up front, or can I make installments on it?
Yes.
You can make installments
Well,
on it.
this is
It
what
a
you do.
holiday.
2 options, Dave. You can't just yes.
Yes, you can pay in
You
installments.
make up something bad in your life, Sarah. Borrow the $5,000 from that person, and then in order to pay them back, you send them on the vacation and hope they don't return. That's what I would do.
What you do is you borrow $5,000 from them and you give it back to them in the form of a gift certificate to a travel agent for $3,000.
Oh.
I mean, I could probably get the spa vacation for a discount with my work as well. Now that I think about it.
I wish we could have had this question a few months ago because I'd have bought them. I would have bought them. I would have bought it through Thomas Cook.
Yeah, but seriously though, there's fingers I have that aren't very useful. I'm not paying to send Ryan Johnson on a holiday. He's got his own money.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't want to send anyone on a vacation except for myself, honestly. I'll just deal with some fingers being missing. Fuck it.
Are you the person you hate the most? 'Cause if you are, you could
There
do
is a
that.
self-loathing thing there. Yeah, that's plausible.
Right now, no. Sometimes yes.
So wait for one of those times when you're really not happy with yourself, and then go on holiday.
I like that answer. That's a great answer, Badger. Thank you.
And you don't need to cut anything off.
He's so smart.
Nag.
Well, you didn't specify like where, so I'd send them on like a war-torn, like a worst rated spa in Yemen or something. And I'd give them a ticket. I'd go knock yourself out.
They do tours in North Korea.
They do. Do they have spas in North Korea?
Korea's too. North Korea's just too. All right, how about a nice holiday, a nice spa in Oman? There we
Send
go.
them to one of those spas where they treat people with bleach and stuff like that.
Send them on a lovely tour of North Korea and tell them you really want pictures of the military installations.
And you want a poster from the room.
Just put a picture of Kim in a dress in one of their backpacks before you leave, and then just do a tip off.
I wouldn't send him to Oman. That actually looks kind of good. Here's a picture of Oman. It looks fucking lovely there.
You can risk it if you want to go.
Yes.
It is bad over there at the moment.
Well, you wait till it's calmed down. I had a friend who was in Egypt back in 2011 when it kicked off.
There are lots of places I wouldn't go at the moment. The worst thing is America is on that list.
Yeah, I probably. I statistically speaking, I might have a better chance of like not getting fucking shot somewhere like Oman than I would in America.
Yes. Not disturbing at all.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Jeff, you won't get shot in America, honey. You're white. They just shoot Spanish and black people. It's fine.
Exactly. You're safe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
That's horrible.
They might
I'm
see you speak English.
Fucking
No,
true.
hold on. You said. Let me correct you there. The police won't shoot me. Now, it doesn't mean someone else fucking won't.
I'm the wrong species of badger. I wouldn't even get over the border.
Okay, here's the clue, Jeff. If you come to the U.S. and you see like graffiti and broken bottles everywhere, turn around. You don't want to go in that neighborhood. You'll be fine.
That's a good thing to keep in mind.
Or stay out of the south.
Because let me tell you, there's plenty of white people in those neighborhoods that'll shoot people
We've got
too.
the same problem with
Anybody that
neighborhoods.
thinks it's just black people in the ghettos is full of shit.
We've got the same problem with neighborhoods here. It's just they stab you instead.
Oh,
Right.
that's way more manly. I'd prefer that. At least I'd have a chance.
Yeah.
I could fight back.
At least they got a friend face to face with you.
The dumb old
I'd rather
dumb old
get shot
argument
than
about
stabbed any day.
the dumb old argument about knives or whatever. It's just. I fucking hate that. I fucking hate that argument because it's like people make that. It's like about knife crime or whatever. It's like here's what they failed to see. You can take out a lot more fucking people with a gun than you can with a knife. Rant over. Sorry.
Yeah, that's why other people should have guns to shoot the people with the guns.
No, they just have knives. Right, we're going.
Yes, we're working well out there,
Anti-gun guns.
Anti-gun guns.
Oh God.
Right, I'm going to say thank you very much to B,
You're welcome, baby.
to Badger,
Yes.
to Seraphim,
Yay.
to Jeff,
Salute.
and to Nag.
Oh, it's out of control.
And thank you very much to everyone in the chat. You've been a blast. And we shall see you tomorrow. Bye.
Disney's non-canon.
Bye.